Hello, everybody. Welcome to VRML. This is the very end of Week 6, the final day, and we're getting started here with our North American games for the afternoon and going on into the evening a little bit later. So this is going to be a match between Team VRespawn, Jokr, and the Kangorillaz. And I'm Palidore, of course, here joined by SirDimwi on my side. And tell us about this matchup, please, sir.
Boy, do we have a good one for you. Oh my goodness, we got Kang coming in here, 1240 MMR, 7-4 record, 2 big wins against Rampage last Friday and Atlas last Sunday. And Jokr coming in 1268 and 2. Of course.
Boop, ba-da, boop, ba-da, boop. And just doing a little dance here to get started. Oh, it's fine. The joust is underway, though.
Joker's probably pretty secure in their final stance, but Kangorillaz is definitely going to be wanting to get a win here to secure their position to get into the finals tomorrow.
Now securing the disc here. It's sealable bag for Kangorillaz here. They had a match last night against Rampage, and it was looking like the Kangs of old, and which is to say, they're not that far removed from it, I didn't mention, but they started getting into their offense and really working those extra passes. They had some amazing assists, some beautiful Steez Louise, but going in there for the 2 as he pleases as Loveridge the first couple of points. And, well, SirDimwi, go on with your analysis now, please.
Oh, I mean, what we just saw there was that classic Kang formation passing that we know they're so good at, and pulling it out effectively here against Jokr to start it off to get that first 2 to draw that first blood. So well done there by Kang to get up to at the beginning of this matchup here.
Absolutely. Now Ruktor over here on the top, dishing a pass to the mid area, contested by the stack, goes way back for that back pass. Jokr playing some patient offense as Kung takes it here over on the other end. Some back passes going on as Sealable flies on through, looking like I was trying to grab that disc, kind of looked like a field goal signal he waved with his hands that sailed on through. This is going to sail back into the bubble here and getting there first with some time to spare. It's Mad, so that's going to be the first dunk here, or the second goal rather, though, for Kang. And so right off to it, and just bears mentioning that epic game last time that we saw from Kang and Jokr over in, what was it, week 1 or 2? I mean, it was early, but can't forget that game-ending save from Kung.
And just a big shout out to Andy W in the chat, throwing some bits our way. Thank you, Andy, for that. We love you, bro. Good to see you. Good to see you here. Obviously, I'm sure you're watching with some interest to see who pulls the one out, who pulls the win in this series.
Always, always. Good to see you guys. Single shot as well. Going in for a pass just off the wall, or off to the teammate by the wall, I should say. Backs it out here to Jokr. Kung now going for a pass. It gets knocked loose once and twice, and that's going to be a midline clear as some leeches going on through. And recovering first is Sealable, who slings it off that tap into the back, and Ruktor the collection and takes it into the tunnel. Now the reception from Kung, going over to Jokr. He'll go over to Ruktor. The defense here playing deep outside that zone for Kangorillaz, and they'll find the intercept as a result, a steal, and it will be Strembitsky working it up as the defense comes back for Jokr. Loveridge going in, going that backboard pass, and the play on the way. Sealable, another 2 points, so that's 6 quick ones here for Kangorillaz.
I didn't quite catch who was in goal there, but it looked like goalie was expecting to make a save off of that backboard shot. So Sealable bag picking that one up. It started doing a little stutter step with it, a little juke as he popped it in the bottom corner of the goal. There was definitely I can't say that the save would have definitely happened, but that little stutter step there by Sealable definitely helps put that one in for the next 2.
And now go
6-0.
And now going in for the first 2, maybe. It will be Jokr with the play, getting it in the way finally. And Jokr on the board. Lands in the chat asking, is Kang back? That is the question, because they looked mighty good last night. We saw the last couple games, the last couple weeks for Kang. Before that, they were kind of struggling on just finding even the normal passing plays that we were so used to seeing from their team. But yesterday, they are absolutely rocking and rolling in especially the second and third rounds, and I really want to see if they can pull out more of that so far in Jokr, and they have been. Jokr now taking that one is going to be contested, so backing out to Kung. That'll go through the mid area, always a risky place to place a clear, but still getting it through there. Loveridge might get that first. Looks like he will. So now reset to the back line. But an unfortunate bounce. Oh, but a fantastic save. Strembitsky, the plays for days. And now Loveridge on the way to the other side.
Yeah, I don't know how many players are going to make that save. I mean, he got back to that lane so fast, and not just the speed of getting back to cover that lane, but to actually make the grab on it as well that's just masterfully done here by Strem.
Absolutely. Now a steal from Ryan Rhino. So we'll take a quick look at that save from Strem on the replay while we can. But man, oh man. Another steal here coming in. And then another one yet for Ryan Rhino. Jokr, some punches coming through. Kong and Ryan clustered up a little bit, now dispersing, now finding a cross pass. Here goes the offense. Ryan Rhino from down low, but now they're clustered up, can't find that pass. So a little bit of mishandling, and the positioning here for Jokr, a bit tight to be making those kind of passing plays, especially against a defense like King.
And King generally just doing a really good job of stuffing the lanes, winning all these one-on-ones, taking the pass options away from Jokr, which is clearly making it difficult for Jokr, but Jokr still controlling this disc just as well as Kang has. And so, I mean, this is still anybody's game.
And now getting stunned, and that is the name of the game as Ryan still finds the rebound. So 6-4, it is tight here in the first round.
You know, those passes there from Jokr were absolutely fantastic. Going, 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5, just going and going. And then you see, who was it there? I believe it was Roktor got stunned out, drops a disc, and Ryan just able to capitalize on that. And it looks like moving away from that formation, incidentally as it may be, but moving away from the formation kind of got maybe a little chaos there. Got in the way of Kang, gave Jokr the space to make that goal.
Right now, oh, that just gets through the space.
Oh, my goodness.
It looked like maybe a grab was going to be had by Mad, but now he's going to be mad for that one. And Jokr, meanwhile, they're pretty glad because now it's a 1-point lead that they will have and 3.5 minutes left, and you got to be happy with those results.
Yeah, in a game like this, that 1-point lead means everything.
Really does here. So, Kang started off with some fire there, looking good, but now Jokr, they're trying to find their stride. Maybe, Jokr this time, the ones who needed a little time to warm up, but now warming up, heating up. Strembitsky being fed by Loveridge, and that will get them ahead off of that good play.
On Kong, he totally read that cross pass. He knew it was coming. Just didn't get into that lane quick enough. And unfortunately, as he comes out to make the stop on it, he doesn't get the grab. The pass does get off to Strembitsky.
Uh-oh. That is a big oh-no for Loveridge getting that goal there because Jokr just miscommunicated. And now 11-7 with less than 3 left. What has happened there? Dimwi, please tell me.
I got to be honest. I don't know what happened. I saw 2 guys got stuck in the tube there. I don't know what was going on. But, yeah, maybe some miscommunication. Or something. Maybe somebody hit the door on the way out.
Could have been it. Maybe like an offensive PE joust attempt. Maybe they just banged their head against the walls, and certainly banging their head against the walls off of that goal they gave up there. So Ryan's going to try and take it out of there. Going to be snared in the back by Roktor as he goes up. Contested lightly by Strem. Trying to get back on the board after that unfortunate turnaround. But man, we'll just turn it on over to the other side with some great hands.
Big save there by Matt. I didn't quite catch who it was that was moving in on the drive there. I believe that might have been Ryan Rhino, but he comes in with past 2 defenders.
Oh, man, it was almost a goal, and losing it off there. That could have been a big one if they had made it.
Absolutely could have been, but yeah. Oh, and we might get another chance here.
Off the head of Mad now, so even when he doesn't really intend it, he got stunned, and it bought them the save.
Nice save there by the 5. As Andy calls it, the 5 head, but then Kong, Jaywalker getting that cross pass to Kong underneath the goal. He's able to stuff that one in there for another 2. So they bring this within 2 with only a minute and a half remaining in this game 1.
So 11-9, it is incredibly close here between these 2 teams, as I quite frankly expected. I mean, even just based off last night, but even just in general. I mean, Joker's been such a strong team. Kango's obviously historically strong, struggled for a couple weeks there, but I would not be surprised at just seeing them come right back into the Kangos we're used to seeing. And right now, looking that way, Strembitsky trying to make a play, sealable bag. There's a passing game that we're so used to seeing from this team across the year, the last couple, and now going in for maybe another double. Strembitsky, the delivery special for Loveridge, and that's going to buy them a nice bit of a wiggle room here in the last minute.
The Strem had almost no room to work with to get that pass over to Loveridge. Loveridge covered by 2 defenders, both in the lane, and that pass still connects. He's able to pop that one in. What a beautiful play there by Kang to go up by 4 with only 30 left.
That's what I mean. The chat saying as well. And single shot, nice passes on that play. Andy W, as a shot goes out, saying like 12 passes, but that's a shot that will just get past them. And Strembitsky piling on the points now, 16-9.
Yeah, I believe that last the goal before this one was the one that probably iced the game for them, but then throw that 3 in there, bring it up by 7 as we count down, as we see this will be the end of the first game here. Kang taking a very, very big, very important win over Jokr in game 1 here. Absolutely fantastic.
I could not have asked for a better round for Kang, and again, especially with how they've opened up games recently. This is a complete polar opposite, just doing absolute work offensively, making all those passes, and it was beautiful gameplay from them.
Yeah, beautiful gameplay from both of these teams here, and then looking over at the team stats here, possession not spread too far between these 2 teams. Only a 30-second difference in favor of Jokr here. So that kind of tells you what sort of defense they're up against, as they were able to control that disc for longer, but not able to capitalize quite as much. And you see, they even have more shots, 8-7. That's not a big difference, but it is a difference. And then over to say, saves 3-1 in favor of Kang, which is it's kind of indicative of that defense that Kang is able to play against this Jokr team. Which I can tell you, somebody who's played Jokr, not easy to do. And Kang is doing it very, very well, very effectively here.
You caught me mid-gulp, my friend.
I apologize.
But here I am back again, and now we're going to go back in to the game here. Second round about to be underway. Kang the strong first, but Jokr is a team who can make him hurt, so we'll see how it goes. These 2 teams, I dare say rivals, really, dating back to VRL and last season. Jokr took a lot of games away from Kang throughout the season. They played him a few times, took a 1 game every time. Jokr going in for the online play. Jokr finding a way.
Oh, Jokr there with a very sneaky move as he comes in. He dangles the disc with his right hand as he's coming in to get the goalie to read the short side shot. Then at the last second, juggles it right over to his left hand there. Upside down, looks like his right hand, but that is his left hand. And able to slap that one in. Definitely the kind of shot I see from my own teammate, Venom. And as a goalie, they're so aggravating.
Absolutely. And right now, Jokr, you talk about aggravating. Jokr is one of those teams, sometimes intentionally, sometimes not, but they really like going for the steez. They like going for the unconventional things, and that can aggravate teams that they play against because it's so frustrating dealing with not only, already such an offensive talented team, but then when they pull off stuff that you haven't seen before sometimes, or you don't see often from other teams, it just makes you shrug your shoulders and wonder what you can do. Trying to go through for a play, will not be in there for the 3, so missed opportunity, but down low off the rebound and saved out of there. And that is Loveridge. Beautiful defensive coverage.
And not an easy save to make, especially against a shooter like I believe that was Kong who took the shot. But nonetheless, every single player on this Jokr team have great hands, great shots, and nice. Beautiful steal there by Loveridge as well. It's a great defense we're still seeing here from Kang in game 2.
Now even the stack right back, but also just like Jokr on the other side, Kangos could not find that one, a little bit wide on the shot. So Mad will have it, reset it. Seal will pass it, and here they go on offense again, trying to find the first 2 in this second round. Stealable bag now will bide his time. He is upside down. Loveridge is as well. Matt is as well. So is Strembitsky, I can tell. So it didn't occur to me at first, but now they're going for the upside down to make them hurt. Shout out. I've seen stranger things happen than that, and that was a good attack.
Yeah, nice little setup there. leverage, sets up upside down on top of the goal, which for him obviously is underneath the goal. Gets receives that pass beautifully by leverage, able to pop it in on the goal there for that easy dunk. Not easy certainly, but good goal there by leverage.
Yeah, and I mentioned it. So now they're all right side up. But I mentioned it because lately in the games I've been noticing, particularly like Leverage and Strem, they've been playing right side up a lot more, and it just threw me off. I didn't like it, so I had to point it out yesterday. But so obviously now they're being a lot more dynamic with their inversions, I suppose, and couldn't buy them some good goals. We're seeing that from a lot of individuals here in VRML, and just even in pubs and stuff, people not on teams, people are really taking advantage of those inverted plays, the sidewinders, the whirl and twirls, as Synapse calls them. But
yeah, some of those whirly twirlies, those very dangerous shot types to come at you as a goalie.
now the interception there, is going to be deflected into the other side. So coming in with a stack, looking nice on the regrabs, and got to dish it out of there. That's going to be a good intercept by Kangorillaz here. So Strembitsky on the way, sealable. Oh, what the play from Kong. It rolls on back. So maybe right back on the rebound. No, will not be, but still getting another read on the other side for the play. Leverage. So another offensive attempt coming on the way. And there is the passing play. This is exactly what I was saying. Kango's looking classic right now.
Jay Walker, he gets in there, tries to cover that goal for Kong as Kong got pulled out a little bit, and unfortunately not able to make the stop on Strem there. Strem with a great goal as he comes in. Now, still a close game though, 4-2 with still 6 minutes remaining. This is going to be a fight.
Yoel Young, you're a questionable player. Anyway, off to Rocktor goes here. Sealable bag, gets the grab. Leverage has an open goal, and it will be in. So they're starting to roll again.
Oh, that turnover, that goal there, that 3-point is huge for Kang here as they go up now by 5. So that's 3 twos. Anybody can do. I know everybody here can do that simple math. That's 3 twos or a 3 and a 2 or 2 threes. You know what I mean? That's 2 to 3 goals away now that Jokr has to make up for here.
That was a lot of 2s and 3s I just heard, but all I'm hearing is right now the sound of the guitar riff ringing through the arena as Kangos score over and over here, but looks like an open goal for Jokr, and that's going to be a 2-point game as well. They will take that gladly. It just seems like, and this was the same case in the first round where you had Kangos, it felt like they had the momentum, but somehow Jokr just finds a couple shots, and suddenly it's like a 1-goal game with about half a round left, and that's the same position we're finding ourselves here with 5 minutes left in the second. Do know it was last time around that time where Kangorillaz did start pulling away. So, but right now maybe a chance to tie it up, but cannot find the dunk. Just kind of took it out there from the outside, so we'll still go to another rebound. And Kong gonna find that, go over to the outer bubble, pass it down low, and maybe finding himself in a contested situation. Jay Walker swinging and ringing through the goal again, and there's a 7-point tie. That was a nice little, I mentioned those Steve's plays, I mean, exemplified right there.
Dude, Ryan, the awareness of that to know he's got that defender coming in on him hot as he receives that pass, going a little twirl around the post there to get away from the defender, and then take an anchor shot on the goalie. And those anchor shots are not easy to save. So beautiful play there by Ryan.
How do you even read some of those? The anchor itself is already rough, but now going for the dunk. The stuff on the goalie was contested heavily there, kind of a 2-on-1 situation. So 9-7 now for Jokr, starting to find a little momentum with back-to-back goals.
Jay Walker makes a lot of that happen there for Rockers. Jay Walker comes in, he tries to take out the goalie, he gets stunned himself, but because of his body position, might have been a little bit in the way of the goalie as the goalie tried to make the save on that shot. So great play there by Jay Walker, and great shot there by Rocker.
Just the same, it's going to be Kang on the offense now, a chance to tie it up or take the lead depending on what happens here, looking for their passes which have been so on point. Now that was a good contest on the other side by Ryan, playing deep there, but Leverage still in the back area, able to recover off his stunned teammate. Off the bounce here, Strem will get it too, but he will be stunned, and now they're going to look for the clear, and it will not go through as Mad takes it back. But on the bounce, just going to go from that awkward angle. Still can't collect it, so back it will go to the bow tie and another reset play. So very patient here from Kang.
And we see that this beautiful formation passing going back and forth, trying to draw at least one defender out from the bubble, but Jokr not biting on it, covering all their lanes. And oh my goodness, what? I don't even know what to say about that one. You got Strem hanging on the goalie there as that shot comes in from Mad, and Strem just reaching out, grabbing that one in and dunking it in. We are now tied with 2.5 left in this game.
What a nice play, bothering the goalie, and then at the last second popping out like a jack in the box, I guess a Kang in the box, as he boxed the goalie and eventually found the rebound and the shot for it just off that grab. And now another grab. If he can make that, that would be huge, but cannot. His own rebound, though, maybe a goal, and there, it's the 3-point lead for Kangorillaz.
And again, that is absolutely massive in this game. Now that we have, I'm not even sure how much time, but about 2 minutes left here. So we have big turnover in that tunnel area there. Steal by Strem, who throws in the bit of an errant shot that from deep. I know I wouldn't make that shot most of the time myself. Strem definitely more capable of making those shots, but able to recover his rebound, put it in for a net for still a 3. So beautiful, well done by Strem.
Right now, some good passing play, just like Kang for Jokr. Jokr are going to find the goal, and there is a 1-point game still, so it's actually going to be a Kang here. Advantage on offense, joust advantage as well. They're up by a point, but Jokr, we know what they're capable of on the passing plays, on the teamwork, and especially this season. I always said previously that Jokr's biggest weakness was kind of the bubble passing especially, but they have really completely, fixed that gap in their game, and now they're just as good as anyone.
Oh yeah, their passing around the bubble has been magnificent in this game, especially against the defense of Kang. And oh my goodness, Kong now taking it up, taking Jokr up by 2 as he able to receive that dump in by Ryan and put that one in from above the goal unchallenged. This is going to be good.
Yeah, 1-point match here. Second round, there's less than a minute going. So rolling on out, taking it just all inverted this time as well on that play. So Seal coming out here. An interception. That will be huge. Jokr just finding a quick clear, so Kang will indeed retrieve it back. They have 30 seconds to work with, and it's a 1-point game. I feel like we've been here before, but maybe it will not be the same result. We'll see as Kangorillaz get it right back on the other side. There's 20 seconds left. Another interception, though, and that one will probably be the most damaging one because it's still stuck on this side of the floor. There's 12 seconds. What Kangos need to do is find an immediate stack down the floor if they can, just to get someone in the vicinity of the goal. But without the handles on the disc, that will be cleared, and the opportunity missed because it's a 13-12 win here for Jokr, and we're going to the third to determine the winner.
As a viewer, you got to be thankful for these teams here to go 1-1 in these first 2 games. That cranks up the excitement level for this game 3. Oh man, now I am shaking in my boots here, excited in anticipation for this game 3 between these 2 teams who are fairly even. As I look at the team stats here, possession is the only place where you find a little bit of space. And we're only talking 40 seconds here in favor of Jokr, but otherwise 16-16 shots, 9-8 saves in favor of Kang, 9-8 assists in favor of Kang, 4-3 saves in favor of Kang, 1-2 steals, 69-70. You could get a little bit more even on these stats, but not much here.
That's about as close as you can expect within the realm of normalcy anyway, because yeah, it's only 1 or 2 stats or points separating in each of these stats for a lot of them, besides possession time. It's so very close, head to head and down the middle it goes, and you couldn't ask for anything better. So it's only right that we're going to a third round to find out who deserves this win. Frankly, right now both of them do, because it's some incredible gameplay, some passing play we're seeing from both. I mean, I complimented Kang on their passing, but Jokr as well had some nice plays there. I mean, only 1 less assist, so just as effective as any.
Man, this game 3 here is gonna be absolutely huge. You're gonna see a lot. Hopefully, we're gonna see many more saves and many more shots and many more everything, because this is fantastic.
Yeah, and going in now for a first attempt. Kung for Jokr, looking for a backboard off that center, and Kung will find the first 2 here immediately off the joust. 8 seconds.
Gotta wonder if the goalie got a little confused as I did. As Jaywalker, or I'm sorry, I'm not quite sure who was actually moving in on the goal there from behind, but it looked like that shot from Kong might have been a pass attempt, but instead, no, it's a shot that goes off of that cone and in. So beautiful,
Ooh.
beautiful setup there. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, goodness indeed, because 5-point lead right off that first, not even a minute down here. And that is just an unfortunate result. Only 5 points, just the same though. 1 minute. I mean, Kang can make that up, but those ones kind of hurt the soul a little bit, especially when it feels like it was an unforced error, you know?
Absolutely. I mean, that was just a huge play
Or
there by Walker to get that steal and put that one in for that three. That was massive.
should say an unnecessary error, you know, easily avoidable, but certainly forced by Jokr. Now another one, so building some momentum. Rock toward the grab, and that will grab them an 8-point lead here.
And at this point, I don't care who you are, you're a little bit shaken. But, you know, not even a minute and a half into this game, Jokr is now up by 8. That is absolutely massive. Kang is going to have to be very careful to not lose their composure here and to be able to come back in this. I mean, there's still 8.5 left, but it's so easy to get in your own head in a situation like this.
Absolutely, and you got to figure maybe that's what was a big factor in those last couple of shots, anyways, and some of these turnovers that they're experiencing right now. It's easy to get kind of discombobulated in 4v4 as much as anything, you know, because of all the extra actions per minute that you're forced to do because of the 2 extra players now in this format.
Yeah, I can tell you a situation like this. Well, I don't want to talk too much as we come into the bubble here.
Oof, gets stunned out, and yeah, stuff like that, you know, going for the tough contested one-on-one in the juke, which is kind of they're straying away what brought them success in the first 2 rounds. You know, that's not what bought them the goals. It was the extra passes. It was the patience and concentration. Just like that one.
Just like that one.
That one. Exactly what they needed to do. So they reset, perhaps in the comms, I could only assume exactly what I just said coming through. Like, okay, let's back it out. Be patient. Find the easy shot. And that time they did. That was a nice roll up into the goal.
And like as I was gonna say before, this situations like this, I know when my team's in this situations, you'll hear me in comms just start. I'll just start saying woosah, woosah, just to make sure I'm calming myself down, staying in the game, and not letting my emotions start dictating my behaviors.
And now a couple of back-to-back turnovers just ends up in a wash because Ryan for Jokr gets it right back. Kango's trying to stack here. And work it into the bubble now is Jokr, so resetting themselves as well, doing the same thing Kang had been doing. And definitely with a 6-point lead, they don't need to force anything. This one looking like a good opportunity, though, could not convert.
Yeah, and a good slap there by, I believe that was Sealable Bag to get that one out of the bubble as they dump it now into Jokr's zone. But it's, of course, picked up now again by Ryan as he dumps it back into Kang's zone.
And looking like it will be picked up here by Kung. No, actually not, just past his hands. So that is one of those relatively unforced ones where it could have been different, but it wasn't. And as a result, oh, we're cooking now. It's Strembitsky back to the goal with a 3-point shot.
Yeah, Strem, no hesitation from Strem, which he couldn't take any. You had I didn't catch quite who it was that got back to goal there, but they were there the moment that shot went into the goal plane. So yes, Strem, no hesitation, and because of that lack of hesitation, he was able to pop that one in. What a great goal there by Strem.
Yeah, and quick shout out to the chat. So that, you know, this match so fast paced and competitive right now. Haven't been able to get to you, but yeah, to answer the question too, obviously 1-on-1, it was 16-9 for Kangos in the first. It was 13-12 over there at the end of the second. This is the 3rd round. It's a 3-point game, and after a very rugged start for Kang, they're coming back here with some intensity, going in for a goal to make it a 1-point game now. So undoing all of that momentum and just kind of reversing it as they push more and more into this side of the floor.
And you saw again something we saw earlier with Walker coming in trying to stun the goalie, gets stunned himself. But here we see it, player from Kang coming in to stun the goalie, gets stunned himself. But because he's right in front of the goalie there, it's so hard for that goalie to make the save on the shot as it comes in. It's a great sequence there by Kang.
And that one straight clear, however, may reach the hands of Matt. It looks like that will be the case, but just slaps it out. So there's a kind of an unforced one there. Had his teammates nearby, but perhaps just heard and didn't see. So just had to be careful. But either way, Kung rolling out in here. Walker down low, passing off to the side, and backing out is Kung now. And one more up top. Some good passing plays here. They have 3 all going into the goal at once, and they will find the goal as a result. That is some beautiful teamwork and coordination in that play from Jokr.
What a pass there by Rocker. Jay Walker sitting on that left post there, unchallenged for quite a while. So it was only a matter of time before he took that pass and came in for a drive on the goal, and he did, and he did, and he did, and he puts it in for two.
Yep, that kind of coordinated work up the floor. If just teams who maybe are looking to find their own momentum and work on different parts of their game, watch really both these teams. Watch how coordinated they move up the floor. It's not just kind of scrambled play. When they're really locked in and loaded, that pass actually just off the mark, so commentators curse. But nonetheless, you can just see how they're very calculated in when they move up and how. It's not just they don't randomly bring it into the bubble just because they can. They wait for their teammates to be in good opportune spots, and that's how they find their shots.
Exactly, and that's what it's that's kind of required when you're playing teams, both of these teams of that caliber. It's Ryan Rhino picks up that dump in from Jay Walker and puts it in for that easy two. And what a sequence here by Jokr is they're now up by 5. It's only 3.5 left.
Yep. So really, Kangos need to collect again, make another miniature run of sorts to stay alive in this third round. 3 minutes left to do it. And Andy pointing out maybe a miscom, and yeah, that push up was Stram, and I think Mad. They're trying to look for that punch on the goalie, which is something you see pretty commonly. It was Jokr who kind of started that first, at least with consistency, earlier in the year. But certainly Kang and a lot of other teams now taking full advantage of that kind of play. So to the other side it will go, but just rolling into the hands of Kung instead. 4-point differential here, 2-goal differential therefore, and right now needing to cause a turnover. Loveridge does find it, so that's at least a good first step, but faster on the second step. It's Jay Walker and his teammates.
And it's exactly what we expect from Jokr, the speed of their chains, and oh my goodness.
So that one, Roktor rocking the rim for the 3-point shot, and that is going to be pretty devastating to the efforts here for Kang. It's an 8-point game, and with 2 minutes left, that is not looking good for them. It's not impossible, I don't think yet. Still some mathematical time, if you will, but not a lot of it.
Very possible, but man, is this a hill to climb for Kang right now. This is looking really good for Jokr with 2 minutes left.
So here's a quick roll up into the floor. Won't quite buy them the one they wanted. Maybe this one, but the good stun, Jay Walker. As a timely punch to cause this disc to go astray again. Exactly what they needed, just running the clock based off plays like that. Seal will now go for the pass, and that's a thrilling one there. Coming a little bit late, maybe too late, but it was still a great play.
Yeah, it's just the kind of plays they're really need right now is those quick passes into the bubble to get those twos in to try to do this without burning too much time off the clock. But we're only looking at about 1:15 left. With still a 6-goal deficit. They've got some work ahead of them.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those things where the only way they come back, I feel like, is with some unforced turnovers from Jokr's part, because right now they just need to hold on to it, play, even if they have to play deep back. But that said, from deep back, way back, it is grabbed by Roktor, so he's smartly denying them any 3 opportunities. That's going to be killer for them if they have any 3 go through. And as long as they protect the rim from the 3s, they should be good for this game. And indeed, 46 seconds left, just the time not on Kang's side.
No, it is not. There's not a lot of time to work here, and then getting stunned out in the bubble there. Loveridge now with the disc. He's going to move in on goal. He takes that shot, but oh man, off the post. Now that might have been saved by Kung nonetheless, but still going off the post there. That hurts.
It does, and they're going to go for that deep clear. Jokr coming in to maybe just cap off the game, but a unfortunate bounce. Will still get the redirect on the stack. Find it, the open goal currently there, but not conceded are the points. Doesn't really matter too much at this point because they know they have the game, and that will be 17 points just to end it. Kung, the last shot.
What a big win here by Jokr, and unfortunate for Kang, as Kang was just holding on to that 4th place spot here. This might push Orbit up into 4th place as the scores come in. So Kang now, their hopes for this final series is going to be dependent on how the games go the rest of the evening here. So unfortunate for Kang, but so well placed, particularly in this game 3. Well played by Jokr. Looking at the team stats, up by a minute in possession and almost A good chunk of that is coming from this game 3. Also picking up shots taken, 27 to 24. Assists still in favor of Kang, but that's just for Jokr. Got quite a few long shots in here. Errant plays on Kang's end that allow Jokr to get those empty nets. Not needing to pick up some assists on some of those shots. Steals, somebody pointed out steals in chat. Looking at steals here, 5-2 in favor of Jokr. Those definitely made a big difference in this series. But well played by both teams. I mean, neither of these teams are easy to play against, and both played very well against each other. But yeah, Jokr comes out on top here.
And even despite the loss there for Kangorillaz, I do feel like they're back. They lost a little bit of their concentration towards the third round, and especially beginning it. That early, what was it, 8-point lead or something like that for Jokr in the first 2 minutes or something. I mean, that was really damaging, and you figure if it hadn't been for that, it could have been a much tighter game in that second half of it. But it was Jokr pulling away and doing what they've been doing all season. There is a reason that they're in top 2 slots, possibly number 1 after this. Who knows? The point is they've been right up there in the top 2 or 3 this entire way, and it was some good play.
Well, as far as the standings goes, I believe Synapse will still hold on to their top spot after this, probably, as there was a rounded 20-point differential between their MMRs, between Synapse and Jokr. So this probably won't put Jokr back up into that number 1 spot over Synapse, but it does very assuredly keep them in their spot number 2, as they will rise even further above Illuminati, who was really close to them. But big but here, as the next game we have is Jokr versus Illuminati, and then Illuminati has a second game after that. So the second and third places could definitely swap in the next couple hours here.
Yeah,
but yeah, Synapse definitely holding on to that top spot.
Sorry not to cut you off, but on that note, we do have to get going because we're already 10 minutes past start time. So this game is starting to set soon. Jokr already left, finding the other server, I'm sure. So we're going to be right back. Rolling the credits real quick, but we'll be back in a hot minute. So get ready for what's bound to be a fantastic match between Jokr and Illuminati. So I've been Palidore, that's been SirDimwi, and we'll be back in a flash.